Hey everybody, this is Jason Akers again with Green Acres Pest Control. I have a little bit of time today in between my pest control stops. I thought I'd take a little time to make a quick video. This is a question that I'm asked pretty regularly, especially this time of year going into fall. Why do stink bugs get into my home in the first place? Why are they attracted to my house? What makes them want to get into my home? And so if you like this video and you find it informative, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so you can get more videos like this and keep up to date on everything that I post and all the how-to videos and everything and the questions that I like to answer. And don't hesitate to ask any questions down in the comments either. I try to get back to everything that I can and answer and reply to every comment that I get. But anyway, on to the question at hand. Why do stink bugs get in my home? What causes them to be attracted to my home? First off, stink bugs, one of the biggest things that people like to say is well, if you ask me, I think they release these stink bugs to get rid of the ladybugs. That's one thing a lot of people I've heard circulating around. It's a myth. It's not true. Stink bugs are native. They are around Virginia and North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. They are an agricultural pest. They are not carnivorous. They don't eat ladybugs. That's one thing a lot of people say, that they were released to get rid of ladybugs. That's not true. They will attack gardens. They like to get into pumpkins and squash and tomato plants. They like to get into they mainly just cause a lot of agricultural destruction. But what they do this time of year, when it starts to get chilly at night, they try to find a place where they can hibernate. There are other bugs that will hibernate as well. Cluster flies, wasps, ladybugs. Lots of bugs try to get in when the temperatures start to get cool and they need a place to escape through the winter, because if they were to stay outside, their metabolism slows up so much that they become so vulnerable that birds and other things will try to eat them. So it's important for them to be able to get into your walls, get into your home, your attics. They might even get into a hollow tree out in the yard, somewhere like that, in order to winter over. They like to get into chimneys. I know a lot of people don't really burn wood as much anymore as they used to, but they will come down unused chimneys or used chimneys. This time of year, people aren't really making any fires, and so that's a real common way they like to get down into your home. They're attracted to the warm draft that comes up the chimney, and that's why they look for your house. Other questions people ask me is, well, why do they get in my neighbor's house but I don't hardly see them at all? Or vice versa, why do they get in my house and my neighbors don't get them in their house at all? And that's a question that's kind of hard to answer. It's really just, if they find your house and they can get in your house, they get in your house. They have a pheromone that in the oils that their body produces on the outside of their skin. Actually, their exoskeleton, they don't really have skin, they have an exoskeleton. But when they squeeze in around the cracks of your home, that oil will rub off between the cracks of the windows and the doors and around your vinyl siding. Like I was showing you in a video before, and I'll leave in the end notes of this video at the very end, I'll link that video showing you some spots where stink bugs actually invade the home and how you can seal your house up to try to keep them out, because it's time to be thinking about that right now. But what they do year after year is they will come into your home because they're attracted to the pheromones that were left there last year. If a stink bug finds your house and they come in and they squeeze in and they make their way into your wall voids, that oil that rubbed off the previous year is attracting new stink bugs to come in the next year. And as far as I can tell, for up to 3 years, the stink bugs will continue to come into your home. Now, with regular pest control service, you can eliminate that problem after a couple years. I've noticed that houses that I've been doing for about the last 2 or 3 years, the stink bugs quit coming in the house. And so that's helped out a whole lot with a lot of people. And so keep that in mind when it comes to keeping them out of your home. It can be helped. You know, a lot of people like to say, well, there's nothing you can do to stop them. They're going to come in. They're going to be a problem. And that's not true. You actually can treat your home. It does help a whole lot to have a pest control service on your house. And, you know, I mean, you can do it yourself even. There are some pesticides on the market. Now, there are some pesticides on the market that do not work, and there are some that do. And so, you know, you can send me an email, or you can go on my website, fill out my form or something, and I can maybe send you some information and try to help you deal with the stink bug invasion. I don't really list chemicals on my videos as far as what I use or what I don't use, mainly because it differs from state to state legally. There are some chemicals available in Virginia that you can't buy in like places like New York, for example, or Arizona. And so if you send me an email, I don't mind letting you know this is what I use, this is what works for me. You might be able to get it in your state, you might not. So don't expect to be able to, just right out buy what I use and use it in your own home. A lot of the things that I buy, you can't buy, mainly because the chemical, you have to have a license to buy it, or mainly people won't sell it to you unless you have a license. So, keep that in mind as well. It might just be better to hire a pest control technician to get rid of your stink bug problem, if it is a problem that you're having. But anyway, I hope this answered the question, why stink bugs get in your home. The answer really is that they're just attracted to they're attracted to your home. If they find your home, they'll come in your home. They're not always attracted to your house, but if one finds its way in, next year you may have a couple hundred. That's the way they work. I've had customers that have had stink bugs year after year after year, but for a long time they didn't have them at all. And one lady I'm thinking of in particular, her brother came to visit her over Labor Day weekend and brought them in one of his suitcases. And from that point on, she's got them every year. She's gotten them in the house. So, that's where it comes into this, these pheromones and these hormones that they produce in their skin that attracts, or exoskeleton. I keep saying skin, but their exoskeleton that attracts stink bugs year after year. That's what will attract them. So you need to try to keep them out of the home. Don't squish them in the home unless you just have a problem already with them that are pretty bad. They do leave the trace behind when you kill them. People will say, well, they smell real bad when you kill them, and that's what attracts other stink bugs, and that is true. That does happen. So anyway, y'all like and subscribe to my channel. If you liked my video, leave me some comments below. You can ask any questions you want or any suggestions. I'm sure there's some people here that would love to know how you're getting rid of stink bugs in your home. And I'm gonna do a how-to video coming up next week on how to make a stink bug trap that you can do yourself for probably less than $30, and you can set it up in your home and it will catch the stink bugs by the thousands. And it works really well, and I've used it in barns, and completely eliminated almost 100% the stink bugs in the barn. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a how-to video, show you how to make that trap, and you can put it in your own home. You can find me if you want to ask me any questions and you don't want to post it in the comments. Don't hesitate to use my website. It's greenacrespc.com. I have a form on there you can fill out with your email. You don't have to give me your phone number, but I don't mind calling you. If you want me to give you a call, I'll call you and talk to you. And also my Facebook, Green Acres Pest Control LLC, and hit me up there. And I guess this is all. Y'all have a great day. I really appreciate it. And subscribe to my channel so you can catch me when I go live, and so you can see how I make that stink bug trap. And don't forget, I'm going to leave a couple videos. I'm going to leave one up here, I'm going to leave one over here about what you can do to try to seal stink bugs out of your house, how stink bugs get in the home, and hopefully you can eliminate the problem before it becomes a problem. Because you know what, one thing that does happen in the winter, after the stink bugs have gotten in your home and you get this nice warm day in the middle of the winter where the sun will shine on the wall, it'll wake them up and they'll start flying around in the house again. So don't think just because it's the fall that once they've swarmed, they're done and over. No, they're gonna be a problem all the way until springtime. So keep me in mind, like my videos, subscribe, and if you live in Virginia, hit me up. I do bed bugs statewide, and I'm local to Charlottesville and Lynchburg, Virginia, and I can make a difference on your stink bugs. Y'all have a great day. Appreciate it.